Welcome everybody to Romero17. I'm bringing you a very quick comprehensive guide on Dominick Cruz's signature lunges, the evasive properties on I believe 2 of those lunges, and the offense you can generate from Dominick Cruz's lunges. Now, for those of you that don't know, if you want to use Dominick Cruz and use the signature lunges, you have to press L1 and go with the left stick. If you just want to use Dominick Cruz and use his regular lunges, right? That's with the right stick. So forward takes you 2 ranges forward. You go left and right by going up and down, and backwards with the right stick. Now once you hold L1 and use the left stick to lunge, if you go forward, you get the feint to the body. If you lunge up to the lead leg side, you step out of range. And if you lunge to your rear leg side, you get a little stutter step. And if you go behind, you back up and have the same lunge animation. Now if you switch over to southpaw, forward will still be the same. Lunging to the opposite side now will give you that stutter step, and lunging to your rear leg side will give you the evasive maneuver to step out of danger. There you go. Now, first things first, I want to show you guys the evasive properties of that specific lunge there. Now say if I have a TJ Dillashaw, right, throwing 1-2s in my face, right, he's going 1-2, 1-2. That specific lunge works best against the rear strike that's not a rear hook, right? Let's play that back again. So against rear strikes that aren't rear hooks or rear leg kicks or rear body kicks, this is a great way to get out of range when somebody's in your face with punches. So if you notice here, I'm going to wait till I block the initial strike, and as the second strike is coming out, Dominick Cruz glides out of range as he does in real life. Now we're going to play that back a little bit slower. Now, it's very important that you don't try to lunge the first strike that you see. It's very important that you either try to lunge the second or third strike depending on your opponent's patterns. Otherwise, you can get yourself in loads of trouble. The timing on this takes quite some skill, so it's very important that you go in practice mode and really get accustomed to the animations that allow you to dodge them. Get accustomed to seeing your opponent load up on the strikes and dodging them. And this also works against uppercuts as well. Basically, against uppercuts, jabs, and straights, this specific lunge will take you out of the way. Now, you're probably going to ask me, now what if my opponent is throwing the meta combos? Like, I'm just going to throw one out here, like Mr. Jab, Uppercut, Hook, right? Now, as long as you block the first strike and then you lunge the second strike, you'll be fine and you'll get out the way, especially when it comes to uppercuts. So if it's jab, uppercut, hook, block the jab, immediately go for the lunge so it loses tracking. But if I try to lunge after blocking the first 2 strikes, I'm not going to evade anything. So it's very important that you block the first strike and evade the second one so they lose tracking. Now, with this, the L1 forward lunge, Dominick's signature lunge, I don't use it as an evasive too much. It only really works as an evasive is if somebody's leading from really far with punches. And the purpose of this feint to the body is to draw out strikes, and by the time your opponent reacts to it, they're gonna miss, whiff, hit air, and kill their own stamina. So figure out the timing of your opponent before you try to utilize this as a means to drain their stamina by using this lunge. Now, offense. With Dominick's forward lunge, you can chain hooks with this lunge, as you've probably seen him do against Faber, against TJ, against pretty much anybody he's almost fought. All you have to do is do the signature forward lunge and go rear body hook, and this is the animation that comes out. Most of Dominick's body hook combos can be done using this lunge. So if I want to go feint to the body using the L1 signature forward lunge, I can go rear body hook, lead body hook, or I can go rear body hook up top with a hook like I did there, or I can even switch it up with an uppercut. The majority of his body hook combos can be used with this signature strike. Now, there are so many combinations that he has available to him because he has boxing level 3. So whatever you find, feel free to go into practice mode and figure out some things yourself that works best for your style. Now I'm going to slow down everything here. If you want to use Dominick's signature hook to the head, The best way to use this is to be in opposite stances, so you switch off to the open side and land a lot cleaner and do more damage versus being in the same stance, because he's switching stance to land this strike. Notice that? And whenever this strike lands, you're always going to get a hit stun when you land and hit the head. For me, this works best against somebody moving straight with combinations. Again, this works best against guys who are punching you. The best way to beat a Dominick Cruz is to generally leg kick him, which is what TJ did in rounds 4 and 5 in their fight, which helped slow down Cruz considerably. But if you notice there, when my opponent is leading with punches, I block the first strike, and then I go to hit that signature lunge. I evade it, and I land the hook to the head and get that hit stun. Very, very, very good stuff. The final strike from his signature lunges is the leg kick. If you're going to notice it, I have this slow down just to show you guys. It's like almost like a little stutter step. So once you see that little second shift in motion, that's generally your timing to hit this leg kick. Really, it'll do it on its own. So once you lunge to your rear leg side and he switches stance, your input for the rear leg kick is what you need to input to draw out his signature leg kick. Watch again. Extremely simple. All it does, he just switches his stance for a moment and you fire off a leg kick from there. That's going to be it for Dominick Cruz and his lunges. There's a lot you can try out in practice mode to try to figure out what combinations you want to specifically avoid, but that's just the basis of how it works. This is Romero 17. I'm out of here.